Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening from Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the international webinar with the theme India Connects the World. The Gorontalo Provincial Education and Culture Office, the English Teachers Association, MPMP Gorontalo Province to help this webinar. I would also like to say welcome to all audiences here, and we are still waiting for other audiences joining us. We also have audiences from overseas, like from Sri Lanka, Uzbekistan, and also Burkina Faso. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. My name is Fazlur Rahman Muhe. It's a great honor for me to be your host on this very special occasion. And for the next hour, I will guide this webinar. Before we move to the agenda, I would like to introduce the speakers of this webinar. They are Mr. Hamzah Hippi, STMT, as Head of KGTK Gorontalo, Mr. Sudarman Samad, APMEKDEF, as Head of Education and Culture Office, Gorontalo Province, Mr. Muhammad Syahrul Ibrahim, PhD, as Head of UPA Bahasa, Gorontalo State University, and Mr. Dr. Anish Koshi as ITP Coordinator ITEC India, and also the alumni of ITP program, Alfa Omar Laila Diallo from Gini, Lia Mastaria Polapa from Indonesia, she is my senior in Gorontalo, Nelson Ricardo Kande from Mozambique, Don Layada Chaikompo from Thailand, Mirkosim Makhmadaminov from Uzbekistan, Aizan Kaisanova from Kazakhstan, and also Olivia Jinetrohamina from Madagascar. They are here. They will share stories, insights, and valuable experiences from international training program and incredible scholarship program by the government of India through ITEC. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's start the agenda. To foster a sense of love for the homeland, let us sing the Indonesian national anthem, Indonesia Raya.
Indonesia
Okay, well, that was the Indonesian national anthem from Indonesia, Indonesia Raya. Well, we move to the next session. It's opening remark by Head of KGTK Gorontalo, Mr. Hamzah Hippy STMT. The time is yours.
Hello, Mr. Fazrul Muhe.
Yeah, welcome to the webinar, Ustaz.
Selamat malam, Pak Kepala.
Ya, malam. Apakah suara saya kedengaran nih?
Jelas.
Jelas.
Oke. Thank you. Good night, everyone, and welcome. A good visual to see all you have today. My name Hamzah Hippy. I am position is the head KGTK Gorontalo. We look some for sharing idea from the webinar international. I like to once again for join. I'm looking forward to productive meeting. So I like to really excited to be part of the international meeting webinar, and it's my friend Miss Leah. I'm looking forward to hearing your perspective working together. Thank you for having us. Let's get to started for webinar. Miss Leah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Pak Kepala. Terima kasih.
See you again.
Okay, see you. That was the opening remark by Head of KGTK Gorontalo, Mr. Hamzah STMT. Thank you for your time joining us here. Well, now it's time for a remark by Head of Education and Culture Office, Gorontalo Province, Mr. Sudarman Samad, APM Ekdep. The time is yours.
Ya, selamat malam, Pak.
Selamat malam, Pak.
Ya. Kedengaran suaranya?
Sangat jelas, Pak.
Oh, sangat jelas. Ya, saya mau menyapa dulu atau langsung? Gimana, Pak?
Silahkan, Pak. Terserah.
Ah.
Dua-duanya bisa.
Oh ya, supaya langsung ya, soalnya udah mau
Siap.
masuk. Bisa.
Ya, siapa?
Ya, terima kasih. Ada beberapa hal mungkin dicampur untuk saya bisa in Indonesia dan in English. Pertama, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Ya, salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Good evening everyone. Namaste. Yang saya hormati Pak Kepala KGTK Gorontalo, Kepala Unit Penunjang Akademik UNG, kemudian Mr. Anis Kosi, selaku ITP Koordinator ITP India, kemudian para narasumber alumni ITP dari berbagai negara sahabat dan Bapak Ibu guru serta webinar. Saya langsung yang pertama bersyukur bisa bergabung di webinar ini, dan ini ada webinar yang baik, webinar internasional India Connect the World ITP Alumni Story pada hari ini. Atas nama pemerintah Indonesia, pemerintah Indonesia khususnya pemerintah Provinsi Gorontalo menyampaikan selamat datang dan bergabung di webinar ini. Secara khusus saya ingin menyambut hangat para narasumber yang hadir dari berbagai negara. Saya lihat waktunya agak berbeda, sehingga mungkin ini adalah hal yang sangat menantang dan menarik. Hari ini meskipun terpisah jarak dan waktu, semoga kita bersatu dalam forum ini. I would also like to express my highest appreciation and gratitude to teachers from different countries. Thank you for the time to share your experience and inspiring stories from the international training program in India. The experience you share with us today will surely become valuable lesson for our teacher here in Gorontalo. Saya juga ingin menyampaikan terima kasih, apresiasi setinggi-tingginya untuk teman-teman, Bapak Ibu guru yang telah berkenan hadir. Dan berikut pesan saya untuk peningkatan kompetensi guru-guru di Gorontalo. Ini adalah salah satu untuk meningkatkan mutu pendidikan di Gorontalo. Kesempatan ini saya menghimbau kepada seluruh Bapak Ibu guru di Gorontalo untuk terus mengupgrade ilmu dan keterampilan mengajar, tidak berhenti belajar dan berani mengambil peluang. Dan mungkin bisa mengikuti program-program pengembangan profesional baik di tingkat nasional maupun internasional seperti program ITP yang kita bahas hari ini. May this webinar provide inspiration and motivation for all of us in improving the quality in education in Gorontalo. Semoga webinar dapat memberikan inspirasi dan motivasi bagi kita semua. Demikian, terima kasih. Selamat malam, good evening. Terima kasih Bu Lia untuk kawan-kawan semua. Salam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for your remark, Mr. Sudarman Samad, as the head, Mr. Sudarman Samad, MacDev, as the head of Education and Culture Office, Gorontalo Province. Thank you for joining with us. Well, now let's listen remark by head of UPA Bahasa, Gorontalo State University, Mr. Muhammad Syahrun Ibrahim, PhD. The time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. So I believe that I'm audible since you replied my salam. And a very good morning, afternoon, and evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, because I see there are some presenters from Guinea, where there is now is about 11 a.m. in the morning, and also in Thailand. Thank you, Mickey, for joining with us, and also some other colleagues from the other part of the world that also in this different part, morning, afternoon, and evening. So it's very happy to welcome you all here in international webinar, organized and also planned by our distinguished lecturer, teacher, Lia Mastaria Polapa, and I'm happy that she is my former student, and I'm happy and I'm proud of you that you also gaining this idea to share all your experiences that you have gained from the ITP India activities that you are going to share with all your colleagues teachers in Indonesia. And also because I have just shared of this event into some other WG WhatsApp group that also consists of some other teachers from Central Sulawesi, Southeast Sulawesi, and also some other part of the Indonesian as well. So again, thank you. Ms. Lia informed me that I have 5 minutes to share everything about the office that I'm leading now. But before I'm going to share all those things, let me share my screen. If I'm not, probably Pak Fajlur, could you help me to share the screens?
Yeah.
I have sent it to you. You can share now. So, Ibu Bapak, talking about this agenda, though international collaboration with cannot inevitably, we will not far away from the English itself. So therefore, I want to encourage you all that as you believe, you also experience that English is not only a foreign language, but it is a language that must be mastered by everyone who collaborate globally. So therefore, here in Gorontalo, in Universitas Negeri Gorontalo, and also in my office, called just to make it simpler than you, it called the Language Center of UNG, Universitas Negeri Gorontalo. We have lots of programs that will help you, teachers. Is it okay to share the screen, Ibu Lia or Pak Fajlur, or if some other things I would like to share here as well?
You can share by your own, Mister, because
Okay, let's
allow,
check first.
I already allow the setting.
Okay. So, but because I have only limited time, because the thing that we are going to hear is about your stories, because I also want to hear your story, because I want to also visit India, because last couple of weeks I went to Philippines for the bit different program, but still the requirement is similar. The things that you need to have in your hand is the English certificate. It can be TOEFL ITP or IELTS. So these kinds of certificates will be required for you all, Ibu Bapak Guru, in Gorontalo especially, and also in the other part of Indonesia, if you are going to participate in any international programs, there are two, other than other requirement, the things that you need to have hand in your document will be the certificate of TOEFL ITP and IELTS in UPA Bahasa UNG. Thank you Pak Fajlul and Ibu Lia that already shared these slides. So supporting you, Ibu Bapak, because I see that there are most of the name that I see here mostly are English teachers. But as I believe that you also have the capability in English, but then what you need to have in your hand is the certificate of English proficiency test. And in our office, that you may see later on in my slides, that you may share later on, that we have the English proficiency test. There are TOEFL ITP and IELTS. But because if you need some other kind of programs or training, we also have TOEFL ITP preparation class that will help you to understand what, or to remind you, because you already understand about the English. So probably what we are going to do is mostly help you to remind you that these kinds of tests, this is the things that we are going to be tested. For example, in TOEFL ITP, we have the, of course, the first one will be listening, then the second part will be structure and written expression, and the third part will be reading, as I believe as well that you already experienced this one. However, since each of us probably quite long time ago we participated in this kind of test, so probably we need to recharge our knowledge, our energy, in order to be ready to be seated for the TOEFL ITP test. And for the price, it will be, this is the programs that we have in our office. There's a general English, intensive English, speaking, English for children. This, the one that you probably need, TOEFL preparation class. We also have the IELTS preparation class, and we also have this teacher training, teacher for your professional development, and also we have the official test for the TOEFL ITP and also for the IELTS preparation test. So you don't need to go, for example, in Manado, in South Sulawesi, Jakarta, Surabaya. In Gorontalo, we have these kinds of proficiency tests that officially or globally accepted. Those two, mainly the things that you already experienced, but we also provide Duolingo. Duolingo is also English proficiency test that's also accepted globally. Bapak Ibu, the other things that we are going to share here with you is about the experiencing of those Ibu Lia and her colleges that participated in ITP program. So therefore, that's all for my short welcoming speech. And I would like to also thank to the head of educational office, Pak Darman, and also the head of the KGTK, Pak Hamza, and also for my all beloved teachers, English teachers, and all subject teachers. We wish you all the best. That don't think English is something that weird, something is difficult. Just you experience English is easy. English is something fun that you all are going to know more. You also will have those kind of certificate that will be handy once you are going to apply for any kinds of this scholarship fully funded program. You are ready for these kinds of documents, and we in UPA Bahasa will help you in terms of make you have your self-confidence, because most of you are English department students. You just need to be recharged in order to remind you how to deal with the test, how to tackle down of the test. So we are going to hear later on from the experience, and also I believe I myself, I'm interested to apply for this Indian, especially Lee already shared with me about all the things that she experienced. So that's why thank you very much Ibu Bapak, Pak Kadis, Pak Kepala GTK, dan Ibu Bapak Guru. Wish you all the best, and here in UPA Bahasa we are happy to help you. Thank you, good night. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Shahrun, for the remark. I think we all teachers of English should be charged again. Okay, now let us listen remark by ITP coordinator ITEC India, Mr. Dr. Anish Koshi. The time is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Fazlur. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
It's a delight always to connect with ITEC alumni. And thank you, Leah, for providing us with this wonderful platform where I get to see Mina and Diallo and Miki, and I saw Mir Qasim some time back. And I think also Nani is online too. Jamal is also an ITEC alumni from long, long ago. It's always a pleasure to connect with our old people. To go briefly onto what I'm expected to talk about today, I will briefly talk about the ITEC scholarship and, of course, what we offer at the English and Foreign Languages University in Hyderabad. The ITEC scholarship, as some of you who are alumnus would understand, is India's flagship program. It's one thing that India is very proud of. It is called the International Technical and Economic Cooperation, ITEC in short, started in 1964. It's a pretty old program, almost 51 years now. Why does India have ITEC scholarship? What does ITEC scholarship bring to the world? I mean, you have very beautifully themed today's webinar as India Connects the World. That's exactly what India wanted to do through this scholarship. And let me also add some context to it. Today in 2026, we might think of ITEC scholarship as some kind of India's generosity, because India is today in the top 5 global GDPs and a kind of rich country. I wouldn't say a rich country because I know the reality of India. So a kind of rich country. But that is not the India we are talking about when it started the ITEC scholarship in 1964. In 1964, independent India, which incidentally also celebrated its Independence Day 2 days back, was not even 20 years old. So it was a big leap of faith, trying to connect the world not on the merit of its economic stature, but on the merit of its civilizational stature. I often say this to my friends who come to India, that when you come to India, you realize that India's wealth does not really lie in the statistics that get portrayed globally today in terms of India's GDP and all those things. India's strength are its people. And India's people are civilizationally very, very rich. They may not have a lot of money or wealth to show off, but civilizationally, they are very rich. Why I say they are civilizationally very rich is because India is probably among the world's very few countries that has had an unbroken record of its civilizational survival. We talk of many civilizations of the past, the Babylonian civilization, the Egyptian civilization, the pyramids, the pharaohs, and whatnot. But I find that the major difference between India and these is that they don't have those traditions still alive in those lands. India is the only country which, when it speaks about its 6,000, 7,000 years history, it still has its civilizational strength alive. People still believe, practice in the same things that they did 5,000 plus years back. And that is what makes India a very, very rare place. And that's why I said, when India started the iTech scholarship in 1964, India was not banking on its economic wealth. India did not have money. Let us be very clear. India was just out of a very, very difficult phase of colonization, which had left India food deficient. India was not producing enough food. India was dependent on aid from many different nations, including from Britain. But India wanted to do something. And this, I think, also connects us to what happened in Indonesia in 1955. Both India and Indonesia share a very, very remarkable modern history as well as civilizational history. Modern history because if India became independent in 1947, August 15, Indonesia became independent from Dutch colonization on August 17, 1945. And post-independence, both these countries have tried to grow together, have tried to come back to their old civilizational relationship, which was broken for a short while because of the English-Dutch rivalry, which prevented us from talking much. But we are not new to each other. When you look at India and Indonesia, the name Indonesia itself comes from India plus islands in the historical sense. And of course, civilizationally, we've had connections where we've had trade links for thousands of years. Two of the most magnificent structures that stand in central Java today, World UNESCO monuments, the Buddhist structure in Borobudur, and a few miles away, the wonderful Hindu structure of Prambanan. They are both witness to our historic connections. If you look at Prambanan, I have been to Prambanan myself, and when you look at Prambanan, you understand that they are just ancient cousins of so many similar temples that exist in the south of India. And that is the kind of connection that I think that we still draw upon when we talk about India-Indonesia relationships. And that conference in 1955 in Bandung, which I also was lucky to visit when I last came to Indonesia, is another testimony to the long-standing connection that Pandit Nehru and President Sukarno had sought to establish. And so in 1964, when India launched the iTech scholarship, all that it wanted was to connect with its old friends in Asia, in Southeast Asia, in Central Asia, and in Africa. Because India's relationship with these nations is much, much older than the rest of the world's relationships with these nations. So that's where iTech comes from. What does EFLU offer? EFLU English and Foreign Languages University, where I come from in Hyderabad, is a premium English education institute. It is an institute that trains scholars in the allied fields of language, including literature, linguistics, language teaching, testing, communication, journalism, cultural studies, film studies, and advanced foreign languages, of course, where we deal with the same literature, culture, linguistics, etc. Now, what makes EFLU very unique is our long legacy in English language teaching and training. This is a premium institute. It's a national university in India, one of the very few national universities in India, that was established in 1958 with a very particular aim. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, whose name I mentioned earlier in connection with the Bandung Conference in 1955, was a great visionary. As the first Prime Minister of India, he wanted India to grow out of the darkness that it had been pushed into in the last 300 plus years of colonization. And he went about establishing great institutes that still stand today as some of India's most premium institutes, including Indian Institutes of Technology, the All India Institute of Medical Science, the Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru, and the like. And in that same vein, he established the Central Institute of English in 1958. His motive was that English, we've kicked out the English just a few years back, but his basic motive was that India should now train itself in English. And the best way to do that is to train teachers of English, because it's very difficult for an institute to train the masses. And therefore, the Central Institute of English was established with the primary motivation of training teachers of English who would go out and then, of course, train people in the best possible methods of phonetics, linguistics, grammar, language, and the like. And this is a legacy that Central Institute of English, which grew to Central Institute of English and Foreign Languages, and then which it grew to a national university status as the English and Foreign Languages University, has held on to. My previous speaker was mentioning about some very, very important international examinations like the TOEFL and the IELTS, etc. I'm reminded of the journey of the IELTS examination globally and in India. IELTS is an examination that was started by Cambridge University in 1989, and it's one of the most prestigious examinations in English language. It is a matter of great pride for me as a faculty from the English and Foreign Languages University that when the IELTS was initially introduced in India, Cambridge University wanted examiners because they did not have many qualified examiners to conduct the IELTS examination, not to train people to take IELTS examination, but people qualified enough to conduct the IELTS examinations for Cambridge University. And which other institute could they go to? They came to the predecessor of EFL University, the CIEFL, the Central Institute of English and Foreign Languages, and requested the university to cooperate with them in holding and running the IELTS examinations in India. And the first batch of examiners who did the IELTS examinations in India, all without exception, were either teachers at the Central Institute of English and Foreign Languages or were alumni of our university. And of course, that legacy has continued to this date. In fact, India is among the very few countries in the world where the IELTS examination is conducted by native Indian examiners. If you go to China, you will find that the examiners all come from the native English-speaking countries. They're either British or Australian or American or the like. India happens to be the only country in the world where the IELTS examinations are conducted by Indian examiners. And where do you think these Indian examiners have come from? These Indian examiners have all been trained in the English and Foreign Languages University. And that is a great legacy. The British Council has continued its links with the English and Foreign Languages University from the time it was established. And of course, IELTS would not have been possible in India if the English and Foreign Languages University had not extended its help to the British Council at that point of time. At any given point of time, of course, the English and Foreign Languages University always has at least half a dozen Cambridge qualified IELTS examiners. Of course, they keep their identities secret because they are not allowed to tell to the outside world that they are Cambridge certified IELTS examiners. But Mickey and Leah and others have been trained by some of them. And we also have professors who have trained Leah and others who still partner with the IELTS in Cambridge in making that examination better. So these are experts in testing and evaluation who have been advising Cambridge University into how to modify the IELTS examination to make it more meaningful. And I think in one way that we have always, of course, helped the IELTS examination is in making them understand that global English is not just British English or American English or Australian English. So, to penalize those that don't speak with a native accent, even if their English was good, is something that IELTS does not do anymore, thanks to the English and Foreign Languages University, telling them that, that is not a marker of people's intelligence or ability to use the language. And of course, as people who have been partners in this global South-South relationship through the ITEC scholarship, I think EFLU understands the value that we put into the South-South partnership. And we are also very proud inheritors of a legacy of an institute that has informed global decision makers in how to do international examinations in the most meaningful way. And so when it comes to the ITEC offerings from the English and Foreign Languages University, we offer two types of courses. One, of course, is the one that Leah and her friends have done, which is called the Professional Development Program, which is meant for teachers of English. The other program, which is extremely popular, is called the Progress to Proficiency in English, where we train people in essential skills of the English language, where we train them in skills like reading, listening, writing, speaking, and subsidiary fields like vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Of course, many of these are things that you get evaluated also when you take international exams like IELTS and TOEFL. And so people who come for these Progress to Proficiency courses often write back to us, telling us how it was so helpful to them in taking these global examinations as well. Of course, as part of our growing legacy, we are also trying to develop an alternative to the IELTS and TOEFL examinations at the EFL University, which is at a nascent stage. We call it the IELTA, All India English Language Testing and Assessment, which we hope in the future will replace the IELTS and TOEFL for the Global South, for the simple reason that IELTS and TOEFL are very expensive examinations. And as global partners of the Global South, we understand the value of having very little but wanting to do a lot. And I think as globally trained teachers and globally trained alumni of ITEC, this program brings the world to your classrooms. When a Leah or a Mickey come to India, sit with people who come from 25 other countries, they are not only equipping themselves to become better teachers, but they're also learning from the best English teachers from around the globe. And what they bring next to their classroom is a miniature of what is happening in the world. So welcome to India, welcome to the EFL University. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Fazlur, you are still on mute. Thank you so much, Dr. Anish. It's nice to see
Okay,
you.
sorry.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dr. Anish Koshi as ITP Coordinator ITEC India. Before we continue our agenda for today, I would like to greet the audience from Dayanu Iksanuddin University from Bau-Bau, Southeast Sulawesi. Welcome and join with us. Okay, next, ladies and gentlemen, now we move to the main session. It is story sharing. There are 7 speakers as the alumni of International Training Program is joining us. For information, the International Training Program is a scholarship by Government of India through ITEC. It was held in India from June 18 to July 29. Right now here, the alumni are ready to share their experiences about it. I go to Miss Olivia Ginetrahamina from Madagascar first. Good evening, Miss Olivia, Miss Mina.
Hello, hello everyone.
Okay. Miss Mina.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Are you ready to share your stories, Miss? Your
Of
experience?
course. I am here. Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Miss, I'm sure many audiences who join this webinar is so curious with this program that you have joined. Please tell us about your story. What motivates you to participate in this program? And have you ever joined similar program or training before?
Okay, thank you for your question. So 2 questions were asked to me. The first question, what motivated me to participate in this program? And the
Yes.
second question, if I have already participated in a similar program. Okay, thank you. So hello again, everyone. And thank you so much for having me today. It's an absolute honor for me to be part of this program, India Connects the World. Well, to answer the first question about what motivated me to participate in this program, I have to take all of you back a little bit to how my journey as an English teacher started. I have been teaching English for almost 15 years now, starting way back when I was still in my first year at university. And interestingly, education and language teaching were not my original university major because actually I was majoring in gender studies. And in the beginning, I never actually planned to become a teacher, never. But as I spent more time in the classroom with the students, then something shifted. Because I became truly in love with teaching. And this initial spark ignited a strong passion in me to dive deeper into the profession. I mean, English, becoming an English teacher, to refine my skills and my craft. Over the years, I realized a crucial truth about our field, language and teaching. So language, English language, then just like the art of teaching itself, is constantly evolving. And we know that something that worked 10 years ago, a decade ago, might not resonate with our students today. I mean, something that happened in 2010 will not resonate anymore with our students today in 2026. So while my long-term goal then is to pursue a comprehensive and a degree program, I mean a long-term training program, a short-term and intensive program like this ITEC ITP program actually served as an invaluable bridge. Why? Because the course that I followed at IFLU, it provided an immediate and highly effective space to sharpen both my practical teaching methodologies and also my own English language skills. This specific program motivated me because at the beginning, as I know many friends from Madagascar who already took this course, promised, and when I was in Hyderabad, it delivered exposure to modern, cutting-edge teaching approaches that I can immediately implement in my classroom. I have already resumed class, and everything I learned from this course, then I can immediately implement them in my class. And the second question regarding whether I have participated in a similar program before. Well, yes. I actually have an earlier connection with ITEC. So back in 2018, I applied for an ITEC program. And at that time, my original intention was to join an English language course. But unfortunately, that track was completely oversubscribed. It was in 2018. So I had to select another course which focused on human capabilities. It was in Narela in Delhi. And while that 2018 experience in Delhi was highly valuable for my personal and professional development, my heart was still set on dedicated English pedagogy because that's what I really wanted to do. But I knew that I have to wait for some years before applying for another course. And then this opportunity came up again. I really prayed to be selected. Yeah, it was my prior. I was constantly worried about this application, and hesitated for participating in the fully funded high caliber international short training program like what we had at IFLU. This world class expertise and this course could cost an arm and a leg, and I'm really grateful that I have been selected for this course. So when the news arrived that I was accepted, I was elated, over the moon. And I am and will always be deeply grateful to the government of India, and not only the government of India, but the Embassy of Madagascar, all the ITP coordinator, the fellow staff, and also the ITEC initiative for this opportunity, because I have renewed my passions for teaching, and the course also equipped me with modern tools to better serve my students as a language and education, as a language teacher and educator. So I hope that my skills will continue to progress over the years. And I also hope that they will allow us to come back maybe after some years. So that was my journey as an English teacher and also as an ITEC alumni. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Mina. So the ITP program is not the first time you join for an international program. What you have many experiences for that, I think.
Yeah, but this one is special. Yeah.
I hope we and all teachers who attend in this webinar today will have good experience is like such like you one day.
Yeah, thank you. I hope
Okay.
so.
Next, I will go to Mr. Mirkosim Makhmadaminov from Uzbekistan. His nickname is Mr. Marco. Mr. Mirkosim, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Am I audible?
Good evening, Mr.
Okay. Good afternoon from
Oh, good
Uzbekistan. It is
afternoon from Uzbekistan. Okay.
yeah,
In Indonesia,
it is 4 to 5.
in Indonesia, especially in Gorontalo, we are already in evening. Mr.
Okay.
In the international training program, there are many activities, session, and also moment you experience. And please share one of specific session, activity, or moment that you get from the training that has biggest impact on you as a teacher, Mister. Please share us to the audience here.
Thank you. Thank you for asking. Very interesting question. Before I start, I want to say hello to everyone. I'm very glad to see you again, my dear friends, dear coordinators. Before I start, I want to celebrate India and Indonesia, Indian and the Indonesian people. Happy 8th and 81st Independence Day, respectively. So may this historic anniversary bring you continued prosperity, strength, and harmony to all of your diverse culture and the people. Wish you a wonderful celebration filled with unity, national pride, and the joyful festivities. So now I think I can move to the question. Actually, there were a lot of activities, unforgettable moments that I can talk about. But if I have to pick one, it would be about digital storytelling. So it was creating a video or something digital. So it was really interesting because at first I thought that it was very simple task and we can do it with ease, but I was hugely mistaken. Before I arrived at India, I was hoping to learn from the professors, but I didn't expect to explore many things by working on such digital tools. So we worked for this digital storytelling. We worked in the team of 6 from 6 different countries. So at first, others also share the same. After joining a group, they said that it won't be difficult. It may not take much to do this exercise, but we were wrong. So the interesting part was that everyone had their different ideas. And as a group, we had to learn how to collaborate because it was not about how to talk about how to work in a group, how to work in a team. It was about to experience it. As a student, that time I experienced it, how to work in a team of different backgrounds. So that time I thought that how it might be hard for my students to come up with one idea because there can be 6 different ideas from 6 different, had one common goal, which was about to master it, to pass the task with flying colors. So yes, I do admit sometimes we had some different ideas about what to include and what to not to include. So, but then we can manage. As teachers, we often explain, we often demonstrate, and we often connect, but in most cases, we do not feel the experience. So, yes, it helped me to work in a group and to change my outlook from a source of knowledge to the facilitator of learning. Because while we create and worked on this project, we not only learned how to use some digital tools, some programs such as PowerPoint, Canva, CapCut, but also we learned how to become best friends, how to respect others' ideas, and because we spent most time together, these 6 people were very close to each other, and we were very free to share jokes with each other, to speak without filtering our ideas anymore. Because by nature, I'm very open to talk. That after working in this program, in this activity, it helped me to bring and to make more close friends. So yes, traditionally it's very easy for teacher to explain something, give students tasks. But our project reminded me that learning can be much deeper when learners have to explore, discuss, and make decisions, and they create something themselves. Before I attended this IT program, I used to ask my students to take an interviews or to do something to record. For example, if I want to explore, if I want to help them to improve their English. But digital storytelling was a very good tool to implement in my class, because by assigning this activity to my students, I can easily motivate them to, to capture a video, to appear on a screen, because sometimes some shy students may feel embarrassed to be filmed. So, but I think digital storytelling can help to kind of avoid this fear. And I'm going to implement this activity as a part of my teaching, because it is not only about taking a video or teaching something. It's also about the interest that nowadays young generations have. It is about to use digital devices, to use AI tools. So I think by implementing this activity in my teaching classes, I can grab my students' attention and the interest to improve their speaking. And I'm going to allocate a higher score for this activity, because, I want students to feel the same experience I feel. So yeah, it was really interesting activity, and I'm going to share this experience with my other colleagues here in Uzbekistan. So yes, at the end of my speech, I want to once more again to thank you to the ambassador, to the Ministry of India, to the ITIC initiatives, and to the ITIC coordinators. So it was very good experience, unforgettable experience. It helped me not only to improve my knowledge as a teacher, to kind of help me to learn some new teaching skills, methods, but also it helped me to broaden my horizon, because before going to India, I had a totally different view about how Indian people are and how the India is. But after living there for a short time, I feel the experience, and I made a lot of friends from different parts of the world. From time to time, we chat with each other, and we have our group. So it helped me. If I have the opportunity to participate in the same program again, I would really love to join it. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. My special thanks to Leah Massaria too, as well, for giving me such opportunity to share my experience and to remember my my memories in India one more time. Thank you.
Thank you for the story sharing, Mr. Marco from Uzbekistan. Before we continue, I would like to greet some audiences here who join with us. There is audiences from Laos, Mr. Fong from Laos, and also from Benin. Welcome to this international webinar, and thank you for joining with us. Okay, next, I will go to Mr. Alpa Umar Laila Diallo from Gini. Good evening from Indonesia, Mr.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Adis Koshi. I'm sorry, host, because our coordinator will leave the Zoom meeting.
Okay. Okay, thank you for joining us, Mr. Dr. Anish Koshi.
Maybe before we move to Laila, maybe we can have a photo session. Because I saw Dr. Anish and also the head of education office, Mr. Darman, is still here with us.
Okay, everyone, please show your best pose. And don't forget to smile.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you. Slide number 2. 1, 2, 3. And then the third slide. 1, 2, 3. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Anish Koshi, joining us. Our Education and Cultural Office, Mr. Sudarman Samad HP McDev, thank you for joining with us. Okay, now we move to the next questions. I will go to Mr. Alpa Umar Laila Diallo from Gini. Good evening from Indonesia, Mr. Hello, Mr.
I think it is still morning, right? 11 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, so we move to the another speakers.
No. We wait for Laila.
Wait for Mr. Laila.
Yes, Laila, I think is. Yeah, Laila. You are still mute, Laila. Please.
Oh.
Yeah. he's speaking, but
Oh, Mr. Laila, you here?
yes, he is here, but we cannot hear him. Leila, would you mind to open your microphone, please? Yes. Oh, once again. Unmute it, please. Laila, would you? Yes.
Can you get me? Okay,
Hello,
thank you
Mr.
so
Laila.
much. Well, hi, how are you?
Okay, you are good. I'm good. How
Okay,
are you?
very good. I'm fine, thanks. How about you over there?
Okay, we are good. I hope all of audiences here also good.
Okay, good. I
Mr.
was saying that my name is Jallo Alpha Omar Leila, a teacher of English as everybody here. Also, an ITB alumni who recently came back. Oh, well, the question that's in question to tell about my experience of living and learning alongside people from different
Okay, Mr.
countries, cultural background. Yes,
Okay, yes, go on, please.
to be honest, it was really a very it was a very enriching experience living and learning, let's say, alongside colleagues from different cultural backgrounds. Uh, it's changed my ways of really thinking, my way of thinking. It really helped me to collaborate with people in a very good manner. We work together. We did many, let's say,
We can hear you. It's so clear. Maybe he has trouble with his connection. Mr. Laila. Mr. Laila. He's out of his connection, maybe.
Yeah, maybe there's a problem with the connection in Guinea. Well,
Well, should we move
yeah.
speakers? Okay,
Yeah, there
okay,
are
audiences. Well, we are still waiting for Mr. Laila from Guinea. Maybe he has trouble with his connection. Now we move to Mr. Nelson Ricardo Cande from Mozambique. Mr. Nelson Ricardo Cande from Mozambique. Mr.
Thank
Cande,
you so much. Thank
are
you
you
so
here?
much. Good
Okay.
afternoon from Mozambique and good evening, good morning everywhere from where you are. It's a really honor to have you in here to speak to such a wonderful panel like this one. I'm really honored. As for sake for time management, I won't go and repeat what much has been already said by my colleagues. Maybe I have to say, concerning the question of what was my impression when I got to Hyderabad in the ITP or ITEC scholarship, I have to say that I had a kind of mixed feelings before I dwelled there. Firstly, I thought that was just an opportunity for tourism. That's to be honest, because when I look at the program, I thought it was about teaching. I had already learned a lot about the theories of teaching. I have read a lot about books on teaching. And I asked myself, oh, but this teaching program, it's just another opportunity to discuss theories. Soon we got the first section, the second section, and Hyderabad at FLU, one of the best universities I ever been in my life, actually, because I've been to very few of them. I realized that I was really wrong. Like, you did not just have theory. You know, it was an opportunity to challenge your practical understanding and use of language theories in the field. It's where I felt too much challenged practically, because I had to put in practice all the theories I have thought of, like I would be discussing. That was not just about discussing. It was about to put into the practice what we already had as the teachers that we had studied in the training centers, wherever, at universities and so on. So I really, really got, positive impression when I got there. I had some kind of expectation, but the expectation was like, would be just an opportunity for us to debate things related to teaching of language, but it was more than that. That was in the point of view of program itself, but in the point of view of social, it was very appealing to meet people from different countries, and in just a week or 2 weeks, we became part of the same people, the same community. It was really positive the way we quickly got connected to each other. We got connected to the Indian culture. We got connected to the learning environment of IFLU, which is very, very friendly and the best facilities ever seen. So I felt very honored to be selected to the program. I have learned a lot about teaching, not in just a theoretical point of view, but more importantly in a practical dimension, where you could feel yourself being in a laboratory of teaching, frankly speaking, in the real life, because that was not just about discussing. It was about putting into practice what you already know. And actually, one of this point in the life, during my trip, I asked myself, this is like what we have in my community. In Mozambique, we have got a district where they produce a lot of vegetable. I'm sorry for this allegory, but it matches with what I have experienced during my staying in Hyderabad or my ITP program, course. Because that zone, that district, they produce a lot of vegetables, they produce a lot of crops, but still there's a lot of malnutrition in that zone. The studies found out that people there, they have a lot of crops, with a lot of cereals they produce, but they don't cook well. That was the same with me as a teacher, and I believe with other colleagues of mine. They had a lot of theories. They had a lot about teaching, but they didn't know how to make a good recipe of cooking, to eat it, to enjoy it. So the ITP program gave me an opportunity to prepare well my meal, to prepare well my lessons and put them into practice, because theories I already had, and many did, of course. So we needed to know how to structure well our teaching in the field. So maybe I want to be brief. I will stop from here. I'm very much thankful for your attention. What maybe I would add to the last is that whoever who is watching the webinar, he should apply for ITP. It's a great opportunity for you to learn. It has already been mentioned by the dean of the coordinator, Professor Dr. Anisha, has already mentioned that you gain a lot. It's more than certificate. It's more than a trip. It's more than tourism. It's actually a very wonderful experience of learning, especially learning about teaching the language, English language specifically. And thank you so much for your attention. and a very, very, let's say, friendly hug for everyone, especially for India, Indonesia, and happy independence. Thank you so much again and again. Thank you, Leah, for giving us such a great opportunity to connect again. And thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kande from Mozambique. That was a very good sharing about your experience in India. Okay, next I will go to Miss Donlayada Chaikompo from Thailand. Her nickname is Miss Mickey. Miss Mickey?
Yeah, thank you very much. So it's been a very honor for me to have been selected to speak with you today. But first of all, let me introduce myself once again. My name is Dolayada Chaikompo. I know it's very hard for you to pronounce that because it's Thai language, but just call me Teacher Mickey. Yeah, I'm from Thailand. Yes, yes. Mickey, just Mickey, like a Mickey Mouse in Walt Disney. So yeah, so I'm from Thailand. I teach English in vocational college in Thailand, and most of my learners are between 16 to 20 years old. And they study subjects such as automotive, engineering, electrical power, electronics, constructions, food and nutrition, and accounting. So my main responsibility is not only to teach vocabulary and grammar, but to help my learners, my students, to communicate in English for their future workplaces. So let me tell you, before I joined this program, the iTech program, I have been experiencing a burnout syndrome for many years. You know, teaching had gradually begun to feel like repetitive. Student come to the class, completed writing text, a written text, get score, and then they left the classroom. But you know, I rationalized this routine by telling myself that completed pages on scores representing learning progress. But you know, and I focus on more quantity of works than meaningful participation. Let me give you one example in my speaking class. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, okay. So let me give you one example. Before one example of my classroom, which is speaking activity. So in the speaking activity, I introduced the English only rule so that students are only allowed to speak English in the classroom. They are not allowed to speak or to use any languages in the classroom. Otherwise, they're going to be fined like 5 baht. Technically, 14 rupees for every Thai words they use in the classroom. But you know, at that time, I believe this technique would encourage the student to speak English in the classroom. But you know, instead, some of the students became silent. Some used body language instead of speaking, and some end up relying on AI. So at that time, I did not immediately intuit what their silence was telling me. But later, I realized that some rules in my activities create pressure rather than a real communication, you know. And when I got the chance to participate at the English and Foreign Languages University, I learned about translanguaging pedagogy, multilingual pedagogy, the alternative assessment, inclusive classroom, digital storytelling, like my friends Marco already mentioned it, and exploratory action research. However, the most valuable outcome was not the numbers of techniques I accumulated, but the program encouraged me to examine my exemption with humility and makes decision more firmly grounded in learners' needs. So after returning to Thailand, I began making small changes in the classroom, especially in the English discussion activity. I now allow students to speak, to use their first language or any languages that they know for 2 minutes to express their ideas. And then my role as a teacher, not a teacher anymore, my role as a facilitator, I help them to express those ideas in English by providing them some vocabularies or some reformulating the sentences on the board. But let me tell you one thing. What I'm doing this, it doesn't mean lowering my expectation. English communications still remains the final goal. So the students' first language become a bridge towards that goal. And one of the things that I noticed that the use of translation has helped me cultivate greater confidence and participations. And one of my students came to me and told me that, teacher, I think my English is improving. And I was like, why not? Give me the reason. And she said, because I used her answers and I wrote her answer on the board as an example in the lessons. So this remind me that, when students feeling recognized, it's very important, it's very necessary, and it's very indispensable in learner confidence. And one last thing that I would like to talk about is the program also rekindle my professional motivation. From now on, I always reflect very carefully on my lessons and remain connecting with teachers all over the world that I have been known from the iTech program. And this reflects me that teaching and the network tell me that teaching can be a collaborative endeavor. So my answer towards the question that you asked me is the greatest change is the question I can ask myself. Before I joined the program, I asked myself, how much content did I teach the learner? But after returning back from Hyderabad, I asked myself, how many opportunities did the learner actually have to think, to create, to communicate, and to reflect? So this is what I would say this is the greatest change that I got from the program. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mickey. That was very great experience. Then we will go to Mr. Apote from Benin. Are you here, Mr.? Mr. Apote from Benin, are you here?
Can you hear me?
Okay, it's so clear,
Okay.
Mr.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. In my country, we are already in the afternoon. I don't know about you guys. So I would like to thank you and my colleagues, my international colleagues, for giving me this opportunity to tell you about our various experiences we had in India. I would first begin by expressing my appreciation for the wonderful experience I had in India with all my colleagues. It was a very enriching experience, both professionally and personally. We learned a lot of things during our stay, during our program, and I have actually already started applying some of what I learned during the experience. Because just 2 days after my return, I started working, since I work in a language center. We have learned a lot of things, and I would not like to repeat what others have said. I will tackle a new tool that I learned before going there. That was the use of Padlet. And, you know, what has been very interesting using Padlet in my classroom since I returned was the fact that I have been very satisfied with the result. You know, I find it particularly useful because it allows students to share their ideas and answers easily, while giving me the opportunity to provide immediate feedback to their questions, to their preoccupations, etc. And it also encourages my learners who may be less confident when it comes to speaking in class to participate and to express themselves. So what I appreciate most about Padlet is the truth that learning does not have to stop when the classroom session ends. You know, so students can continue posting questions after class and can answer them and I can answer them on the platform. So this also means that when one student asks a question, the answer can benefit the whole class because everyone can actually see it. You know, because the way I used to do it before my introduction to Padlet was to answer every learner individually via WhatsApp, which was not very inclusive. So since I started using Padlet, everyone can see my feedback and can react and can, follow up by new questions and preoccupations and so on. So one of the important lessons I took from India is that technology can help us extend the classroom beyond its physical boundaries, I would say. So Padlet has helped me create that kind of continuous interaction with any students, and I am really pleased with how it has worked so far. And that is one of the aspects of what I gained in India that I wanted to talk about. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your sharing, Mr. Apote. So it means with Padlet, the students still can learn even it's not in class. And
exactly.
Still
Thank
can
you.
communicate with the students. Okay. there was a share from Mr. Apote from Benin. I'm going back to Mr. Laila if he is still here. Mr. Laila. Mr. Laila.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Jul, before we move to Mr. Laila, you can always say hi to Mr. Ibrahima. He's also the participant of ITP.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Mr.
Onde Ibrahima from Burkina Faso, yes. And we're still waiting for Mr. Laila to join. Mr. Laila is from Guinea. I think Laila is still trying to switch from his mobile phone to computer because there is a heavy rain in Guinea right now. There is a storm and
maybe there is trouble with him with the connection maybe.
yeah.
So what about if we go to the
Yeah,
next
you can move to another part event.
while we are waiting for Mr. Laila to join us? Okay, we move to Miss Lia.
Yeah,
Now it's your
finally.
turn.
Thank you.
Lia Mastaria Pelapa from Indonesia. Miss Lia, it's your time. Take your time, Miss, to share about ITP program. I also have questions to you, Miss, as a Gorontalo people, Indonesia, who are thinking about participating for ITP or similar international training. Maybe you have suggestion for us. You can share it to us. Please, Miss, time is yours.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Jewel. Well, first of all, I want to say good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of my beloved friends from all around the world. Thank you for participating in this webinar. And also, I want to greet my senior, the ITP alumni. Hello, Mr. Jamal Sarif. He is the alumni of ITP batch 58 in 2011. No, in 2018. Yes, Mr. Jamal and also Miss Dina Elvi Pamagustin. She's also the ITP alumni from 2015. Good evening, Mr. and Miss Dina.
Good evening.
Yes, it's nice to hear from you because it is like a small reunion for the I2P alumni. Well,
Yes.
well, before I answer the question from the host, would you mind to say one word to express your experience from ITP? Maybe one or 2 minutes, Miss Dina and Mr. Jamal.
Okay, who wants to be the first? Mr. Jamal first?
Okay, a little bit. Hello everyone. I'm Jamal Sari from Banjarmasin, Kalimantan Selatan.
Hello, Mas
At the
Jamal.
time, yeah, I was the only one from Indonesia at 2018. But thanks God, Persatuan Pelajar Indonesia, PVI in India, welcome to me. So at the time, about 3 months in India, while I took English course, I joined PPI activity in there. Thank you, and I was very happy to see and to hear Miss Anis Kosi. Thank you for this webinar. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. It's nice to hear that it is 3 months in India in 2018. And
Yeah, 3 months. Mm-mm.
we only have 6 weeks there. How about
Oh,
Miss Dina? Is it 3 months or 1 year in India for the ITP?
yeah, I'm also have the same experience with Mr. Jamal. Mr. Jamal in 2018. And I'm also the only one Indonesian delegates in 2015 from Indonesia in batch March until June until September. You know, that's only 35 participants from Brazil, Venezuela, Bhutan, Vietnam, Laos, and I'm the only one from Indonesia. And that time, I felt very happy because that's the first time I went abroad and for 3 months. And I experienced learn everything from India. I learned about culture, about the knowledge, about the everything there. And I also met my favorite lecturer, Mr. Anis Kosi, because of I still feel I like the atmosphere of the IFLU University. I also continue my study to IFLU, and I got the recommendation letter from Mr. Anis Kosi. So I continue my study in IFLU for 2 years from 2018 until 2020. My master degree, I graduated from 2020. And thanks to Mr. Anis Kosi, and I'm happy because I can see him in this meeting. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you so
That's my
much. So,
experience.
yeah. So maybe Mr. Jamal and Miss Dina joined this webinar just want to see Mr. Anish because he's so humble.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Miss Dina and Mr. Jamal. Hope for the next ITP would be 3 months like you guys, because we only have 6 weeks there. Well, to answer the question from Mr. Fazlur or Mr. Jul, I want to say that for Indonesian teacher, wherever you are, if you want to join the program, the first thing that you have to have is English proficiency test. Because if you want to join the program, they will ask for your certificate, whether it's ITP or IELTS. And I think it's a requirement for all the program, even for the teacher right now. If you see on Instagram, Kemendikbud have several activities, several workshop and training for not only for English teacher, for inclusive teacher, for headmaster, and all the requirements. said that you have to have a minimum score for ITP. It's around 450. It is for ITP. Jadi mudah sekali ya. For me, it is too easy to achieve for 450. If you want to practice for Indonesian teacher, you may go to UPA Bahasa UNG. You may take a short course there to prepare yourself before you apply for the test. And also for Indonesian teacher who want to participate in ITP, I'm sorry, I have a runny nose and a little bit fever. That's why my voice is not clear enough. If you want to participate for ITP, you have to be in age 25 to 45 in Indonesia. So the maximum is 45 years old if you want to participate for the program. And you also have to have a recommendation letter from your principal and also from the head of education office in your province. And also because Indonesian teacher is a part of Kemendagri, so you have to apply for the recommendation from them. I think that's all that you need to prepare if you want to join the ITP. And don't worry, ITP is always open for the whole year. This month, there will be another program like ours because Aris Kosi explained there are two kinds of ITP. The ITP for professional development program, it is special for English teacher. And the other ITP is for the one who want to learn about English. So there are two kinds of ITP program. And now in August and until September, the ITP program is for the one who want to learn about English, about speaking, reading, listening. It is specific in English to improve their English. And for October, yes, October intake, it is special for English teacher, like what I have in June until July. So it's not only for English teacher, anyone who wants to learn English may join the program, ITP. Well, thank you. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you for your sharing, Miss Lia. So, like what Mr. Shahrun said before, all of teachers needs to recharge the English, and you can go to UPA Bahasa for teachers in Gorontalo to recharge the English. Okay, I have to say welcome also to who else? Mr. Jamal Sharif and Miss Dina Elvi Agustin. Wow, there are so many great people join this webinar.
Welcome.
Okay. Next, we are still waiting for Mr. Laila. If we will come back and join us.
Laila, are you there? We're still waiting for Laila to share his experience in India. And we also have Omega Humphrey here. She's also the participant. Omega from Tanzania. She's
From
also
Tanzania.
yes, she's also
Wow.
participant of ITP. Well, we have a question, I think, before waiting for while waiting for Laila. Maybe we can go to question and answer.
Okay, still waiting for Mr. Laila if he is come back and join us again. Okay, next we go to the next session. It is Q&A, question and answer session. So if the audiences have questions, you can ask in this session. You can raise your hand from clicking raise hand on your screen, or you can ask your question on comments. It's limit for only 3 questions. And also the audience also can choose which speakers that you want to answer your questions. Okay.
Well, I want to greet my friends from Burkina Faso, Mr. Mahamadi. Welcome to Indonesia. And also I saw Mr. Keita from Mali. Well, yeah, I think there's a participant want to answer to ask for a question. Miss Mastinawati Kono.
Yes, there is one question from Miss Masfinawati Kono.
Maybe she want to ask the question directly or from
comment maybe.
Okay.
Miss Masfinawati Kono, you want to... Okay, please.
I'm sorry. Good evening. I'm very happy to join this webinar and learn new information. I'm teacher from SMP Negeri 2 Kabila Bone Bolango. Please excuse me my limited speak English like that. I have listened to the speaker sharing their experience during the program and how they apply their knowledge in the classroom. Thank you for sharing experience. I would like to ask 2 questions. First, in this program only for English teacher or can teacher from other subject also join? And the second, how to can teacher from other subjects use this knowledge from this program in their classroom? Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, that was good questions. 2 questions from Miss Masfina Kono.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, my limited
I'm from Kabila too, Miss.
Yes. I'm not English teacher, but I'm mata pelajaran Pancasila, ya.
Good.
Like that.
Miss Leah, do you want to answer these questions, or we can ask Miss Masfina? So, which one she picked to answer her question?
Okay, I will try to answer first. If you ask, is the program only for English teacher? As I mentioned before, there are 2 kinds of ITP. The one is specialized for English teacher that I joined with my friends. It is called Professional Development Program for English Teacher. And there are another program of ITP. It is happening now on August and September intake. It is for proficiency English. So the program is not for English teacher, it is for the one who wants to learn English. And what is the connectivity between the other subject? As I told you, okay, as I told you before that if you want to join an international program, you will be asked for your English proficiency test. And if you join this program, you will improve your comprehension, your skill about English. For example, Kemendikbud has a program for inclusive teacher. And to join the program, you have to have an English proficiency certificate. So even though you are not an English teacher, if you want to participate for the program, you need to have a certificate of English. And if you want to join ITP for proficiency English, you only need 450 for the minimum score. You can apply for the program. And maybe after that, you will improve your knowledge and skill in English. And it will help you to join another program. Like Miss Dina, she joined ITP, and after that, she have her master degree in India. So it will open your connection to the world.
Okay, thank you very much for information. Thank you, Miss Lia.
Thank you.
Jadi ada dua program Miss Lia ya, for professional development and people who want to learn English. Okay, another questions?
Mina from Madagascar raised her hand.
Yes, just to answer a question that I saw. Can an alumni apply again? So let me answer that question. If you listen to me carefully, because I was the first person who spoke. So I already went to Delhi in 2018 for an ITech program. And I think you have to wait for some years in order to be able to apply again. So as far as I'm concerned, I went to Delhi in 2018 and I had to wait for 7 years, but I think 7 years is too long, but you can just wait for 4 or 5 years to be able to apply again. So for those who already attended a course in 2018, I think it's high time you applied again. Thank you.
I think Miss give the chance to another teacher like me, so we can go abroad with this program.
Yes, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
We have Mr. I want to say hi to Mr. Dennis from Sri Lanka. He's also here, and also Mr. Keita. And a lot of participants say see you guys in next 5 years.
Yes. Thank you. You are calling our name also. Thank you, Lia.
You're welcome. There's another question.
Okay, let me check the question.
Yeah.
Okay, this question from Hapris Setia Rinigela. Her question is, can the headmaster apply for ITP or is it only for teacher? Miss Hapri, are you here? You can unmute your Okay. Green. Okay, for the alumni who will ask the question, who will answer the question, sorry.
Yeah, I will try to answer the question first from Miss Hapri Setiaredi Gala. Yeah, can headmaster apply for the ITP? Yes, yes. If you can apply for the ITP and you can improve your English there. It is for proficiency English. I think it's only for 4 weeks. It's only for 4 weeks if you want to learn English. Yeah, for another program besides proficiency professional development program. So, for these two kind of ITP program, they have a different length of the program. So the duration is different. For professional development for teachers, it is 6 weeks now. For Mr. Jamal and Miss Dina, it is 3 months. But now it's only 6 weeks. And for the professional English something, another ITP, it is only for 4 weeks. Hanya 4 minggu saja. So ada yang 6 minggu, ada yang 4 minggu. Jadi kepala sekolah bisa mendaftar. Headmaster can apply to improve their English there. Selama mendapatkan rekomendasi ya. Jadi kalau ada rekomendasi bisa mendaftar.
Miss Lia, is it available for one question again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, one question from Miss Henny Susanti from Gorontalo. She asks when the due date of the program registration, ma'am. Miss Henny, are you here? What
Okay.
kind of program do you?
For the ITP. For the ITP.
Oh, for
Probably. Yes.
just two
The
programs.
due date for the program, I think you need to follow KTLN Scholar. It is an Instagram account of Indonesia government, and you may go to the Instagram account and check whether the ITP. It's not ITP. So in Indonesia, we call it ITEC scholarship. And when we arrive at India, the program is known as ITP. So it is the scholarship, and you may try to check ITEC scholarship on KTLN Scholar account. Probably it will open at the end of this month for October intake. And then for September intake for the next month, it's already closed. And probably the participants are going to prepare now because in 2 weeks they will travel to India. So please be aware and see the Instagram account of KTLN at the end of this month.
Okay, that's the answer from Miss Leah. Because we are limited by the time, and it's already 9 p.m.
Maybe one last question from
one last question.
Miss Indra Deo.
One last question.
Yes, thank you. The chance that's given to me. I am Indrawati Neo. I'm from Bone Bolango. This is so excited for me, hearing your sharing about your opportunity going to India, and I'm also as a English teacher, and I excited to join this program as well. And I have a questions, maybe goes to Miss Leah. Can you share it to us any preparation that you have done for joining this program, especially maybe making a report as a proposal to go to join this program, and also another questions is can you share the big challenging that you have got when you all join this program? Because so sorry, I have just joined this webinar. I only heard the advantage of joining the program, but I maybe it's my mistake that I don't heard about the challenging or something something bad, something that make you unlike to join this program. So would you mind to share to us, for me myself, sharing about the advantages, or not the advantage, but the big challenging joining this program as an English teacher itself. So thank you for me.
Okay, thank you for your questions, Ms. Ramadhani. Ms. Lia, please.
Yeah, maybe for the first question, I will answer, and for the next question, some participant will answer what are the challenges when arrive in India. Because I think somehow people in Indonesia, they watch and they know India from the video, from social media,
From
and
Bollywood
yeah,
movies.
from Bollywood, and also from maybe from bad news or different kind of social media that say that India is this, India is like that. But believe me that what I've seen there is totally different. India is a lovely place. Well, to become one of the participant to join the program is, as I mentioned before, you have to have a English proficiency certificate, and also you have to be in age 25 to 45 years old in Indonesia. You also need to write motivation letter why you need to join the program and what you want to learn from India. And after that, you have to submit it, because I joined this program through KTLN. KTLN is one of what is it, account from Indonesia government, and it is provided by the minister of secretary. So you need to because it is from KTLN, you need to be a government officer through the KTLN, because it is the requirement. But I also confirmed to Indian mission in Bali. So after apply for the scholarship through KTLN, your registration will forward to Indian mission, and Indian mission will interview and also make sure that you really want to go to India and you are the one that is suitable for the program. And after that, you have to wait for maybe 1 month or 1 month and a half uh, to be selected for the program. So it's based on my experience. But my friend, maybe she was here. She's here, I think. Mbak Imas, are you here with us? Mbak Imas, she is an Indonesian participant for the ITP. She went to India with me. She has a different, what is it? Different experience to join the program. Mbak Imas, would you want to say something? Your experience?
Okay, I'm sorry, is my voice clear?
Yes, Mbak. Merdu sekali.
Okay, all right, thank you. I'm having a bad fever actually. All right, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Imas Istiani from Universitas Negeri Semarang. So probably the scheme of application is different between me and Miss Leah here, because I somehow got to introduce to the mission staff directly through the help of university, and it is the mission is in Jakarta, so it's different from Leah who is in Bali. So I knew this mission, and he said that if I was interested, that I could apply for this program. What I should do is just send him the application through online as well as offline. And also, as I came from university, I didn't need to go through all the hassle and bustles of going through all the way to KTLN or something. I just needed the approval from my university's president or rector. So I just asked him to give me surat tugas, and that's it. I mean, I didn't need to go to the ministry or something, and that's it. So I guess my application is way simpler than Miss Leah. That's from my personal experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Imas. Thank you for sharing. Maybe for the next question, the other participant, the other speaker, would mind to answer the question? What is what is it about the bad things that you have from India, or maybe different side that you got? Who gonna answer the question? Apote will answer the
It's
question.
about challenge.
Or challenge that
Yeah.
you faced through the program.
Chats that alumni face.
Yeah. Maybe our professor Apote will try to answer the question.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, in India, I think there were more good things than bad things. You know, the only thing that I can now think of is maybe the food. It's maybe the food. You know, most of Indian food is spicy. So if you are not very much used to spicy food, then that might be a little difficult for you. Although you can still ask them, those people who serve food, to make it less spicy. So I think it is the only thing that might be quite challenging for you if you are not used to Indian food. Then it might be quite challenging for you. Yeah, maybe your system would not really accept, you know, those food. So it is the only thing that comes to my mind as a challenge. Otherwise, all the rest of the experience is just pure bliss. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
By Imas,
Can I add? Yes.
Okay,
Can I
yes,
add?
please.
Yes. Probably different from Apote's perspective, because you don't really eat spicy food, Apote, but Indonesians really eat spicy food. So the food in India was really nothing for us. It wasn't spicy at all.
Right.
So, and my assumption would be food wouldn't be challenging. But as for Muslims, as Indonesian is the biggest Muslim country in the world, I would say that one of the challenging is to find the mosque or the prayer room if you go outside and you think you have to pray somewhere. So you have to take a look at Google Maps and find the nearby mosque or prayer room. And if you are female, you have to be aware that not all prayer room is available for female actually. Yes, they are available for male, but not for female. So you have to really think careful. You have to figure out if the mosque or the prayer room is also available for female. So that's probably one of the most challenging part from my perspective? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This challenge from challenging.
I want to add one more thing,
Okay.
two more things. Yeah. The most challenging thing for me is about the head side. If they say yes, they will do their head like this, and then no, it's like this, probably it's like this. It's hard for me to understand, is it yes or no, because their head would be like this forever. Yes or no. So it's about the language barrier. And the second thing that is challenging for me is about the traffic. But it's hard for me to cross the road because a lot of auto cars, buses coming from different side. And yeah, thanks God I have Mbak Imas to help me, to show me the way. Leah, please run, Leah, and then we have to run. But yeah, it's interesting. It's amazing experience. I think Mr. Dennis want to add something and to share maybe his challenge during his program in India.
Please,
Mr.
Mr. Dinesh.
From Sri Lanka.
Yes,
That is from Sri
yes,
Lanka.
I am Dinesh Kumar from Sri Lanka. It was a really very good experience because Indian culture and our culture, Sri Lankan culture, both cultures are interconnected. So it's a really awesome journey to us. And I'm going to tell something about the challenges of what are the challenges I faced in this that the food. The food is a challenge for me, but I prepared in myself in my room, and also I have got some of friends from Hyderabad, that university. Yes, that's what I had my dinner and lunch with them in the mess. The mess also I used to have my dinner and lunch. So that was the very amazing that some students helped for me to use that mess. So I really enjoyed that food and everything. I visited many other places without any help from anyone. I visited some temples. I really like temples and Hanuman temple. So beautiful, and I really enjoyed all the historical places in Hyderabad. But our one of the participants said earlier, the food is challenges. But in the Hyderabad only, that the food is the challenges because the most spicy. But other part of the state, I think they will provide without the spicy. I think that. So you can enjoy your meal. You can prepare your meal in your hostel. So they have provide all the facilities to cook, and you can get the food item, and you can order any kind of food from the Rapido, and you can use the app also. So you can get a different kind of food from Hyderabad. Yes, thank
Okay,
you. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Dinesh Kumar. I think all people has their own challenge. So if you want to know our challenge, find out there.
Yeah, you should apply for the ITP.
And find our challenges there.
Yes.
Okay, I think that will be the last questions. Now, if Mr. Laila is not joining with us again, maybe we will go to the last session. It's a photo session again because I think many other people is not joined yet on the first photo session, Miss Leah.
Yeah,
sure. Before we go to photo session, there will be the last question to all ITP alumni. Tell in one sentence, how would you describe the value of these experiences to a fellow teacher who has never had the chance to train abroad? For all ITP alumni, you can give us, me, and the audiences one sentence. How would you describe the value of the experience to a fellow teacher who has never had the chance to train abroad? This will be the first, Miss Leah. Maybe you have one sentence,
Yeah, I
closing
think
sentence to all of
okay.
us.
I think I'm not only have one sentence, but a paragraph maybe. Yeah, because we talk for 2 hours and a half to explain and tell our story during our program in India. And the thing that I want to say to all of you, teachers from Indonesia or wherever you come from, you have to at least visit India and apply for ITP once in your lifetime, because it is a great experience. And it's not only for the training, but you will have um what is it? Great friends from all over the world. It is the most important thing, I think. That's all from me.
Okay, any alumni
Yeah.
can share?
Professor Apote will say something.
Okay, Professor ATP, please. Time is yours.
All right. One sentence might not be enough, just like Professor Leah just said. A whole book might not even be enough to express what we experienced over there. It was a very interesting and worthwhile experience, and I would recommend anyone who feels the urge to apply for it to do it. I went there with a lot of expectations, actually, and my expectations, every single one of them were actually met, and I am very satisfied of this experience. I end up having friends all over the world, sharing experiences, and this has been really rich. It has been rich, and it's really recommendable, and I recommend it to anyone who would like to apply for it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. for the last closing sentence.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone else?
I thought several speakers has left because they have another meeting and they have another activity, probably. And
Okay, maybe we go to the photo session for the session 2, because I think in the first session some people doesn't join with us. Okay, audiences, please give your best post for photo session, because before we close the agenda for tonight. Okay, Miss Leah, is it start right now? You can unmute.
yes, I will try to capture the screen from slide 1. And then for the next slide. Oh. And the last slide. Well, thank you so much for participating for this webinar. Thank you, Muhammadi. Thank you, my friend from Burkina Faso.
Okay, Miss, before we close this agenda, maybe you can share on the comments the Instagram of ITP program, because some audiences asking for that to follow and getting more informations about the program. So it's not end only this webinar, but we can continue.
Yeah, we want to say thank you to Sri Lanka, to Benin, to Burkina Faso. Thank you to Uzbekistan. Thank you for all friends, teachers who come for the webinar. It's not only from Gorontalo, but I know you come from different province, different side of Indonesia, from Java, Kalimantan, Sumatra. Thank you so much. Hope that this webinar.
From Universitas Lampung, maybe.
Yes, thank you. And hopefully this webinar will give you benefit, will give you the information to travel to India. And with this waiting for Laila. I don't know where is Laila. Laila from Guinea. Oh my God.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the agenda. As host, I also representing the KGTK Gorontalo, the Education and Culture Office of Gorontalo Province, and the English Teachers Association of Gorontalo Province, would like to thank to all speakers who had given the time to share stories, experiences, and motivation. I also thank to all audiences who have joined the webinar from Indonesia and also from overseas. I hope we all get advantageous, new insights, ideas from this webinar, and also I hope maybe we are in this webinar will be the next participant of the program. I think that's all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you all. See you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
See you.
Thank you.
Terima kasih.
And also next time you can show the cultural events also in this webinar. So that will be better.
Thank you, Apote. Thank you, Dinesh.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
we have the recorded in YouTube channel. You can go to KGTK Gorontalo channel and they have the recorded there for this
Okay.
webinar. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice
I
to
will
know
share to the
you,
group.
Mr. Apote.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Again.
Thank you for participating for this webinar.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Thank you.
See you soon. Bye. Terima kasih Pak Jul. You're so great.
Okay. Thank you for the great chance, Miss Leah.
Thank you.
And I also say sorry if there is something.
No. Please don't say sorry. You did a great job. Thank you so much.
No,
Apply